Okay, so you'll notice that my power steering rack is in and that these are no longer sticking upright. Basically, I tried to clock my power steering rack myself. I undid the two little pins down here by anti-clockwise, but I could not get this shaft to rotate on that because it had been freshly rebuilt and everything was tight, and the guy had actually used some sort of a sealant, I've been told, around here as well, even though you don't need to, because the seal for the shaft is actually sitting back here somewhere about there. While I was at it, even though it had just been rebuilt, I got them to rebuild it because the three groove rings that go on this here had eaten into the aluminium housing, so they bored that out about 60 thou, put a sleeve in it, had the sleeve glued in place, it's all set, and now the three glass O-rings around the main input shaft are running on a stainless steel sleeve rather than an aluminium housing. So this should be good to go forever. So yeah, my pipes that used to stick up here, which made me have to stick the engine quite a bit far back, remember I had to massage this, well now with my little F-body sump here, which I have ordered, I should be able to get not far over this and come quite a way forward of the firewall. I don't have my engine crane and I'm about to go to work, but just sort of give you all a quick update that it wasn't, or it shouldn't have been that hard to clock the steering rack yourself by basically undoing those anti-clockwise with a pair of poly grips, twisting this housing, drilling two new holes and doing it, but mine was really tight because the guy glued it in place when he rebuilt it. This pipe here I'm going to try and bend down ever so slightly. It is sticking up, but I don't think the sump goes that wide anyway. The sump should go between there and there, so I don't know if I have to touch that or not at this stage. This was the main one and this is now well out of the way, and if I come over the top between the rack and the cross member from Flatout, I can still access all of these if I need to. That one will be a bit tight because it's just sitting on the edge of the rubber bush, but that looks pretty good. I've also done some wiring. No, I'm not going to do a whole thing on wiring looms and wiring harnesses, but I did go to LT1 swap, I think it was, .com, downloaded all their diagrams for 2000 Camaro and started looking at it. It was all wrong for the Holden Commodore loom, and when I say that I don't mean as in the pinouts. All the colours on all the wires were all different. The bulk of the descriptions were the same, so I've come up with my own sheets here for the red and the blue. It's kind of a hybrid between the LT1 and a couple of Commodore sites that I found. So I know I need stop lamps, neutral safety, ignition voltage, battery voltage, the powertrain interface or the serial data module for the ODBI, the speed sensor, the yellow ones you can remove for the AC, the clutch pedal, purge canisters and stuff like that. So I haven't removed any wires yet, but I have got in, well actually I have removed quite a bit of the loom and separated all the wires that need manual attaching out over here. So these are the ones for your voltage and the rest of it here. This has even got all the gearbox stuff still attached, and I believe there's a few other bits and pieces that I need to do as well, but yeah, I've started working on that. I've ordered the interface stuff for the GM Holden, crikey, I can't even remember what it's called now. HP Tuners software and conversion kit. So I've ordered that. That's coming in a box on the way from the States, along with hopefully my steering column and a few other bits and pieces. I can't remember what else I've ordered this time. But yeah, so that was just my quick update, and now that I've done all that back in, I'll swing this around on the hoist, sit it over there, make sure it all clears, mount the cross member for the front, and trial fit the VT Commodore's radiator, which I've got down here somewhere. There we go, the radiator and the air condenser and the fan shrouds in the front here. It looks like it's actually going to be pretty damn close. I might just have to take a small nick out of one of the lower L brackets where it comes down to mate onto this for it to come through the back. But yeah, it's looking pretty good as well.